Hi navigators, long time no see. I was busy whole my contract with creation of practical chief officer course. In this lesson we will talking about garbage record book entries and minimum requirements that environmental control officer must know, and some debatable matters like disposal of pyrotechnics and regular medicines. As you well aware, nowadays MARPOL is highly important and garbage has its own index under number 5. In order to make proper entries into garbage record book, we have to properly know how to categorize the garbage, and plenty of disputes on which category belongs to particular garbage and etc. In this matter, you have to refer to your good friend on board garbage management plan created by your company. It comes to you for support. It's made based on MARPOL and might be more stringent but not opposite, taking into account flux requirement as well. You see now proper description of the garbage as per MARPOL Annex V. I will not read it in order to save time. If you're going to well familiarize, just pause this video and welcome. Garbage record book entries mostly used on ships categories like Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Foxtrot, and more seldom Echo and India. Okay, let's start to filling up our garbage record book. Before, you have to make sure your book is latest issued. It might be some deviations like flag book according to your vessel sales. This is a page of record book. As you will see, here should be ship's name, here call sign, IMA number. It's compulsory because if you started this page to fill up, this is subject to check by inspector. I will start to fill up only first line, and another one to save time. I will just make copy paste to good demonstrate to you. Let's imagine we have the date 14 of February 2025. I recommend you to make according to IMA regulation these inputs of date. Time should be input when your operation is completed. Let's imagine we discharge plastic in the port of Rotterdam. Here we have to input proper name of port. If you dispose outboard, for example food waste, you input latitude and longitude. Category plastic, category alpha. Into C, no, leave it just line or empty, up to you. We dispose to reception facility, and estimated amount. It's no need to be so strict. Let's imagine 0.3, but normally garbage collector is providing to you already filled up a garbage receipts. You will see later on in a couple of minutes. You just have to write it according to this disposal certificate. It should be everything is reflected in your garbage record book according to reception garbage certificate. This is really strict because plenty of time I already faced when some quarantine inspector come, especially countries like in Africa, for example, they funds, if they see some discrepancies, they immediately try to ask for bribe or penalty or whatever. We don't incinerate here, we make only line here. It's only if your ship equipped with incinerator. And here you may do, may not, you may input unsorted plastic or something. Let's imagine like this, but be exact. If you, for example, medicines, blister packs, or some plastic ropes or plastic cans, you may exactly write here, up to you, but I would recommend to do this. And certification, your signature, and that's it. Okay, and you see now I input a couple of categories mostly used. Delta is cooking oil, 001, it means 10 liters of cooking oil. Don't mix this oil with, I faced with some people, they just dispose to sludge or bilge water ton to engineers. This is a complete different story. So the cooking oil only input in the garbage, it's another annex of MARPOL. They here finalized category Foxtrot is operational waste. This is like you prompt here this good table. I repeat, this should reflect your garbage disposal certificate. I will show you now on the screen. Waste form we discharge in the Rotterdam as an example. Why I like mention Rotterdam? Because they accept all categories of the garbage. Okay, let's a bit go through. This is name of ship, discharge. It might be also discharged to the garbage barge as well. And here categories. This waste code belongs to this local regulation. We are interested in our annex. So all this stuff what we input. This not same what I input now, just remember, because this is different numbers. It's only, for example, this one exact. Category, as you see, Charlie, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. They deviate and they sort this in this bill. So at the final, you have to summarize all category, for example, F, 1, 2, 3, 4, all this stuff you can see now is pretty much of amount, and some of them they use in kilograms. So at the very end you have to summarize same categories and input into your garbage record book. This is really important. This subject to check, remember. And this information also signed and stamped by reception facilities and ships. This is confidential, sorry I cannot show this information. Okay, and another example for Port of Felixstowe in UK as well. It's much easier form. Category C, operational waste. Category C, the domestic waste, 0.6. Plastic, it's clear, 0.7. And food waste, 0.05. What we have to do with regular medicine? First option is put out from blister pack standard tablets. You can throw it to food waste and input to the garbage record book in the remarks that expired tab. Blister packs, of course, this is as I mentioned before, placed to the plastic. Also input like plastic in the garbage record book and make in the remark blister packs. If you're talking about standard ampoules, carton of course goes to domestic waste and glass goes as well to domestic waste. But first you have to destroy and make destruction report as well. Another way of destruction and disposal of medicines, if you vessel fit with incinerator, you put out plastic with tablets, incinerate tablets, blister pack goes to plastic with remark in garbage record book. There are also existing some kinds of incinerators which burn more than 1000 temperature on Celsius. It can be also burned officially with plastic, but it's too expensive for companies, and if you face in your life such incinerators, so then you are lucky. And third method, disposal via your provider of medicines, Lloyd Apotheke or somebody else, let's say, and they have to issue for you also some documents that you dispose it safely. And now is step finalizing the expired pyrotechnics. First of all, I will go step by step. You should contact the agent, make sure this reception facility in the particular port is certified for uptake this pyrotechnics. This is hazard material, this is hazard garbage, which also comes under IMBG code 1.2, and there are very strict requirements should be provided to reception facilities. Not all ports, believe me, they will accept this. Most of my ships when I come, I all the time find pyrotechnics in the safety store, just stored, and that's it, and nobody cares about. Once you got all information that next port, for example, you able to dispose expired pyrotechnics. Let's imagine you are disposing and you receive garbage certificate. It's very difficult to categorize according to MARPOL Annex V. One of the options, write down like you see now on the screen, no mention category. But also as an option, you may enter category Foxtrot. It also will not be a mistake or just leave it empty like it is. This amount what to discharge is also roughly, and in the remarks make exact what you disposed. For example, 6 hand flares, 4 parachute signals, 2 smoke signal, and will not be also useless if you initiate separate form from ship's side just in freestyle, like IMO number, ship's name, etc., name of agent and the garbage collector, and also obtain signature from them. In case of this garbage collector refuse to sign, you may ask sign. He will definitely agree signed by agent, and that's it. This will be, very strong proofs that you safely and dispose your expired pyrotechnics according to the law. Okay guys, I hope this information was clear for you and will be also help as well. Like this video, share, subscribe. Would be appreciated if you write your stories how you faced with such topics we discuss, and wish you all the best. See you next videos. Bye bye.